In the very last video, you learned about the simple future tense using the ending pattern 를 거예요 or 을 거예요. This pattern also expresses the speaker's supposition based on personal experiences or something seen or heard. It corresponds to think or will in English. This can be conjugated not only with the verbs, but also with the adjectives and nouns. For verbs and adjectives, let's check the rule first. When the verb or adjective stem ends in a vowel, 르 거예요 is used. And when the stem ends in a consonant, 을 거예요 is used. Let's practice the pattern. I will say the basic form and you say the form of supposition. Here are verbs. 오다, yes, 올 거예요, 올 거예요. 먹다, good, 먹을 거예요, 먹을 거예요. And here are adjectives. 크다, yes, 클 거예요, 클 거예요. 작다, good, 작을 거예요, 작을 거예요. What about 춥다? It's gonna be 추울 거예요, 추울 거예요. 춥다 is a b irregular verb, so b changes to 우. 추울 거예요. What about 맵다? Good. 매울 거예요. 매울 거예요. Then what will happen to the 르 irregular verb? 멀다 will become 멀 거예요, not 멀을 거예요. This is because when the word stem ends in a consonant 르, the buffer vowel 으 is not needed, and it's directly combined. So what about 길다? It will become 길 거예요, 길 거예요. Now let's see through some examples. 지수가 이 노래를 좋아할까요? Will 지수 like this song? 지수가 이 노래를 좋아할까요? 네, 좋아할 거예요. Yes, she will. 네, 좋아할 거예요. As you see, the answer 좋아할 거예요 is not a simple future. It's a speaker's supposition based on his or her experience. Now let's make up a story. When there's a conference in another city, you can ask your colleague this question. 언제 출발할 거예요? When are you leaving? 언제 출발할 거예요? 저는 10시에 출발할 거예요. I'm leaving at 10. 저는 10시에 출발할 거예요. I think he's just talking about his future plan. But if you add 아마, probably, or maybe to it, it becomes a supposition sentence. 저는 아마 10시쯤 출발할 거예요. I will probably leave around 10 o'clock. 저는 아마 10시쯤 출발할 거예요. 쯤 means around. Like this, 아마 is an adverb that goes very well with the supposition sentences. Here's another example. 지수 씨도 이 식당을 알아요? Does 지수 know this restaurant? 지수 씨도 이 식당을 알아요? 아니요, 아마 모를 거예요. No, she probably doesn't know. 아니요, 아마 모를 거예요. 알다 is to know and 모르다 is not to know. Here are some more examples. 편하다 is comfortable or convenient. 지하철이 편할 거예요. The subway will be convenient. 지하철이 편할 거예요. You can predict the weather based on the data from the past few days. 내일도 더울 거예요. It will be hot tomorrow too. 내일도 더울 거예요. Also, you know that you are always busy on Fridays, so you will be able to predict and make your schedule. 금요일은 아주 바쁠 거예요. I will be very busy on Friday. 금요일은 아주 바쁠 거예요. In the case of past tense supposition, at, had are added to form 왔을 거예요, 없을 거예요, and 했을 거예요. For instance, talking about a new movie, you might say, 지수 씨는 벌써 봤을 거예요. I think 지수 has already watched it. 지수 씨는 벌써 봤을 거예요. For nouns, 이다 is a verb or descriptive particle used in combination with a noun or a word that has a noun function. In a sentence, it indicates that the subject and predicate are the same or designates a thing. It corresponds to the English to be. Let's check the rule first. The word stem 이 ends in a vowel, so add 르 거예요. 이다 will become 일 거예요. 일 거예요. You are lucky. There is only one pattern. Let's practice this pattern through conversation. When you hear a bird but can't see it, you might ask, 무슨 새예요? What bird is it? 무슨 새예요? The person next to you isn't an expert, so he might suppose, 아마 꾀꼬리일 거예요. It's probably an oriole. 아마 꾀꼬리일 거예요. When you are eating food and wondering which country it's from, you will ask the waiter, 어느 나라 음식이에요? Which country's food is it? 어느 나라 음식이에요? Unfortunately, the waiter doesn't know exactly, and he will suppose, 아마 한국 음식일 거예요. It's probably Korean food. 아마 한국 음식일 거예요. Lastly, when you travel in Korea, you see a very unique tree and ask a Korean passing by, 무슨 나무예요? What kind of tree is it? 무슨 나무예요? Sadly, the listener doesn't know much about trees, so he might answer, 아마 소나무일 거예요. It's probably a pine tree. 아마 소나무일 거예요. In fact, the scientific name of this tree is Abies koreana, and it's usually called Korean fir 구상나무. In autumn, you can see these beautiful pine cones. But unfortunately, due to climate change, it's currently on the endangered species list. It's sad.